Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I know it feels like a Tuesday, but it is Wednesday. Good morning to everybody in here. If you're with me here on YouTube or in the Discord, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We got PDJ, Light, Mitchell, Daniel, Nikki Trades. We have Ilita, Retberg, Grateful Trader, Prospect Profits, Jim and Stuff, Panchua, Bucky Bills, Liquid Flows. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kofifi, Larry. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Joey, Monk, Indian Feather. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Futures Trading Today. Good morning, Arvind, Go SPVC, Travis, Chris TNC, Turbo Life, Zeus, Light, Doomslayer Forever. I love that name. That's great. Good morning, Light, Bob, Frank, Richard, Coach Kev, Johnny, Rui, Renee, Stewart, Juan, Parr, L Short, The Sunrise Driver, Camille. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Curveball, Vinter, Gustavo, J-Man, J-Mac, Will, Norman, Ilias, Dexter, Richard, Sushant, Johan or Johan, whichever way, James, Jackie, Trader Dean, Kaka Prost. I love that name too. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Dejan, Zeus, William, Dan, Alina, Nasir, Emer, Moscone, Cute Pets and Animals. Good morning. Good morning, Alex View. Good morning, Paul P, Russell, Trader Page. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I don't have any trades on so far. You can see right here. No trades yet. Obviously, you would be able to see any executions if I took any trades today. But no trades just yet. Good morning, Loxy. Good morning, Kofifi. Grateful Trader already up $945 in their XFA. Congratulations there, Grateful Trader. Way to start your morning. Grateful Trader here in the Discord has been on a tear. He joined us, I think, about a month ago. He's been on a tear, had his best day ever in his XFA yesterday. So hats off to you, Grateful Trader. Really great to see the work that you're putting in and all of the hard work paying off here. Really excited for you to take that payout whenever you decide to do that. So congratulations there, Grateful Trader. Good morning, Tradebird and Richard. J Sim, good morning, good morning. What would be the number one indicator you would use? I don't know. Could we consider Bookmap as an indicator? Because that would be my answer. I mean, Bookmap is an invaluable tool here. We are coming up against the VWAP in the NQ here. Go back over to TradingView. Stefan, good afternoon from Germany. Good morning and good afternoon to everybody, wherever you are in the world. We had a report come out. Who just reported here? Is it Verizon? No. Who just reported here? Somebody reported that's shaking and baking here. Bookmap, never heard of it. It's the thing right above my head. That thing right there. All right, folks, let's start it off early. Let's get those likes going. If we get to 200 likes super fast, we're going to go ahead and do a poll. We'll do a poll for the NQ. Tomorrow, I think I want to do some giveaways in here. Tomorrow, I think I want to give away some Top Step combines, not resets, actual combines. And I think I also want to give away some free months of Clubhouse. How does that sound? If you folks tune in for Thursday. Because on Friday, I will be again back on Top Step TV. And we'll try a different approach this time on Top Step TV. We had a lot of fans in there. We also had a lot of complainers that were commenting that they just didn't want that much commentary. So I'm just going to be commenting basically into my room. They're going to get the full stream of consciousness into my room. And then for everybody else on YouTube, if they ask me a question, I guess I'll chime in. But other than that, I'll just keep my lips sealed for most of the broadcast, because apparently if you're trading, you're not supposed to talk about your trades, I guess. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change anything. It's funny because the producer said after the show, they said, that's exactly what we wanted you to do. We wanted you to talk. We wanted you to comment through everything. And I said, yeah, it's just strange that people out there don't want to hear somebody talking through their trades. I guess they're just used to this kind of trading where it's, the person's on their phone and then, I don't know, we'll go up or down here. I don't know. I'm short here. I'm short. I was short from 900. You didn't see that? You're an idiot. I guess they're used to that type of abuse on the streamers that they watch. So, but I was over trading a lot there yesterday. It is a lot to be trading in front of 4,000 people. It's hard enough to trade alone, right? And if you've ever tried trading in front of an audience before, I mean, there's probably a couple people in here, I would assume, that maybe you've tried trading on a stream before in front of an audience. But if you've traded in front of 4,000 people, I mean, it can get a little bit stressful, of course. I was over trading quite a bit yesterday. It wasn't my finest performance, but we ended up the day pretty much scratch. We traded in the Combine account. I think we ended our day all said and done about down $800, which is fine, right? If we would have blown an account and got crazy, it could have been bad, but hey, I wanted to trade on a Combine. I'm still getting used to trading in that environment because it's very difficult. I'm juggling a lot of things. I'm juggling the chat that's on the stream. I'm juggling my Discord chat. I'm juggling my executions, answering questions, paying attention to the market profile and everything that's going on. I'm not making excuses, but it's extremely difficult to be trading under that environment. Your stress levels are very high. Cortisol is raging. It's difficult, right? But I will get better at it. I will get adapted to it as time goes on. If I do continue to stream on Top Step as well. They do want to lock me down for basically Tuesdays in the morning, Thursdays in the afternoon, and Fridays in the morning as well. The funniest thing was the guy commenting, they only wanted to see profits. How realistic? Yeah, well, that's the reality of trading too. And again, I had to talk with a producer after the show. They were very happy about, the fact that you're showing transparency and that, you're showing the reality of trading. Obviously, I would have changed to not be over trading so much. If I could go back, I would have probably tamped it down a little bit. But they wanted me to really kind of take the wheel and really be actively trading on the stream. And that's what they told me to do. And that's why, Hogue wasn't trading. And that's why, there was a lack of commentary in there. And still people were still talking smack about it, saying that, he's not letting the other people speak. And I tried to do my best to be a gracious guest, but it is what it is. There's always going to be people who don't enjoy the style that we trade in here. We do trade fast-paced momentum. I mean, when we're trading the NQ Open, there's a limited window of opportunities for executions and trades. And I want to make sure that I'm voicing what I'm seeing in the trade and being able to execute on that. So, it can be somewhat difficult. MP is the producer. No, MP is not the producer. They have a whole production team, and then they have a main producer of the show. So I saw you on Top Step TV yesterday. You look good on camera, brother. Thank you, Stress Free Trader. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's fine. It's again, I learn by doing. I'm one of those people who learns by doing. And I think that the more that I'm doing Top Step TV, the more that I'm doing those appearances, the better that I will get at them. So we shall see how that kind of plays out. And again, if it's something that it just doesn't work out, or it's too stressful, or there's just, there's other channels that are sending in their raid of haters trying to rattle me or whatever, then we'll just continue streaming in here. That's no problem, because I know that a lot of you folks find value in the stream that we do on here, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy having our stream here, and every style is different, right? My style is very different from other traders out there. It's certainly different from the non-transparent style where you're trading 100 different accounts and only showing you the profitable trades. I refuse to do that. If you ever come in here and I'm trading 100 different prop accounts and I'm only showing you the profitable trades, unsubscribe from me. Go find another channel to watch, because that is just straight garbage. The other style of trading, which is another person who used to trade on there, who was in that spot, they take 1 or 2 trades a day, and that's fine. That's just not my style. I want to be trading actively. I want to be offering my insight, as the trades are unfolding. That's just not my style. That's never going to be the way I trade. So if you're more of that slower pace type of trader, then you're probably not going to find your home here, and you're probably not going to enjoy this style. So this stream is more for people who are looking for active trading, market commentary, macro analysis, and folks who have been trading for a long time. Real traders, active traders. I've been trading for a full decade at least. This is going to be my 11th year of trading. And, I have a lot of experience to bring to the market. I have a lot of things to talk about. I've been in very precarious situations in the markets where I've been able to see things where I had very large size on, and it was me and maybe a couple market makers playing in the market. And I was able to do things and interact with the tape that I don't think that a lot of people have had the experience to do. I've had some friends who worked for two of the four large banks out there who have given me a lot of insights into the way that the markets are made and how things happen. So, I think I have a lot to offer out there. So I'm going to continue to provide as much value as I can to the folks who tune in here. And I appreciate everybody who does tune in here, and I appreciate everybody who does spend their mornings with me. It means a lot to me. So please show your love by hitting the like on that video. If we get to 200 likes, let's see how we're doing here. If we get to 200 likes, we will run that poll here. And then, hey, if we actually get to, let's just say if we get to 550 likes today, we'll do a giveaway. If we get to 550 likes, and then if we get to 350 likes, we will stream into the open here. So that's how we'll run the stream today. So what am I looking for on trades today? We do have data coming out in about 20 minutes. It is going to be a cavalcade of data that is coming out today. A big amount of data that's coming out. So at 8:30, we do have the New York Fed Services Business Activity that's going to be out. We do have the advanced retail sales. That's the number one thing I'm going to be looking at is the advanced retail sales. And I think that is where most people are going to be watching for positioning trades. So if the retail sales are coming down, I think that we will have a little bit of perk up in the markets. Let's see what the estimate is on that. Let's see here. Go to our calendar. The estimate for the retail sales is 0.4%. So the prior read was 0.3%. They're expecting it to come in 10 basis points hotter. Let's see what we're seeing for other analysts here. Retail sales. Yeah, 0.4%. The retail sales ex auto month over month is at 0.2%, the expectation. So if it came in any cooler than that, if it came in at 0.1% for the month over month retail sales ex auto, I think that could be a advantageous print for the market here. What I do want to see is whether or not we're going to be holding this kind of uptrend that we're in right now. We're kind of having this ascending level of support that is emerging in the tape right now. You can see here, we did kind of auction right down to that 53.5 level that we've been tracking. And if we do auction back to that level and we do find strength, that is going to be a strong bullish signal because we've had technically not exactly equal lows here, but we've had sort of a triple tap on the bottom here. And that to me is a really strong signal here. 822 3/4 is a level that we've been tracking for quite some time. And if we found a whole mess of buyers down here in this order flow zone, we'll call this bullish order flow right here. If we continue to find a whole mess of buyers here and we're not even transacting back below that 53.5, that's a strong sign for me. But we have to respect, if we're looking at the hourly here, we do have to respect that we are currently in sort of a downtrend here right now. And until we perk above where I have this red dotted line, we don't really have that downtrend sort of excluded from what's on the table here. So I'm looking for areas of interaction here at 53.5. If we do go below that, I'm looking down here where we've made those equal lows at 811, 810, around that area. We have a level at 822 3/4. So if we do end up auctioning back down to that level, we can sweep the lows as low as 754.5. We do have a lot of impetus on the data that's coming out today. So we will have to see whether or not that is going to move and shake things. We also have a lot of speakers that are going to be out today. We have Michael Barr, who's speaking right at 9 o'clock. We also have Michelle Bowman, who's speaking side of him in two different conferences. So Michelle Bowman and Vice Chair Michael Barr are speaking at the same time. And that should move the markets quite a bit. And then at 3 p.m., we have John Williams, who's going to be speaking. John Williams, of course, I believe he was who spoke yesterday, who said some very hawkish commentary, and he is sort of leaning hawkish lately. So the Fed's sort of really pulling back their message lately. And if we look at, the chance of a pause for this month's meeting, it is in a very short time. It's on January 31st. So what is that? It's literally 2 weeks to the date, right? So 14 days away. And that's the next FOMC meeting. We're looking at the money markets pricing in pretty much an assurity of a pause. So basically only about a 2% chance that we would have a rate reduction, but almost a certainty that we would pause here. So the data coming out can change that, but we have moved the needle for the next meeting. If we're looking forward to the March meeting on March 20th, we're now looking at a 61% chance of a reduction. That was higher before, but now we're factoring in a 37% chance of a continued pause of where the rates are right now. That is much higher than what we saw before we had these Fed speakers kind of saying these things lately. So It will be very, very interesting to see if these retail sales move the needle at all. We do also have the Fed's Beige Book coming out, but also the other big area of note today for news releases is going to be the Treasury's 20-year bond auction. That should be very, very interesting to see how that kind of interacts with what's going on, see how that interacts with the yield curves. And if we do have a successful bond auction, I do think that we'll have a lot of volatility in the market here. Indian Feathers says, how do I get chat on Discord? I'll drop a link for you there. D-Trader says, mine too. I sent them a support ticket. They mentioned on their page already there were problems on the 16th, so please reach out to support. Yeah, there was some problems in the trade reports going out on Top Step, but I do think that they did resolve that. It was saying basically that everybody made double what they made, right? Rips woke up and Top Step closed my 350K funded accounts, and I only lost 1K on all three. The first day they sent me an email saying it was closed because I lost 2K on each account. I think that is because they had some kind of double thing going on. So just reach out to support. They can also, you can also go back and track all your trades and everything. But if you didn't break any rules, then they're not going to close that account for you. Rips, would you be comfortable to share with us what your banker friends explain to you about how the market is made? I try to do that as much as possible, trying to comment on things that I see when we're talking about any kind of situation that arises. So I do try to share as much information on that. It's not really something that I could just, hey, this is it, A, B, C, D. I try to talk about it and disclose. It sort of drives the style that I trade right now. So, it's a lot of the stuff that market makers do, book runners do. I learned a lot about in the small cap space, what they're doing there. I had a neighbor of mine who had a bunch of quants that lived in a house, and they were writing specific algorithms that were running books for certain short, small cap companies. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of different, outside of those two friends that I had, there's other friends that I had that were in the industry in other different areas. But I try to bring all of that information and amalgamate it and deliver it to you in a nice packaged set of information with a nice little bow there. Accounts closing, doubling balances, etc. They fixed mine already, just an FYI. Okay, cool. So yeah, if your account did close prematurely, then you absolutely want to make sure you're reaching out to Top Step support. By the way, Top Step support is just the best in the business. There's other companies out there that even if you're owed a payout, you have to send them 5 or 6 support tickets to even get that payout. Top Step is not like that. Top Step is really for the traders here, and that's why I decide to spend my time with them and try to use them as a broker, essentially. And that's why I have my live account with them. That's why I love them. I think they're an amazing company. There's a lot of folks who are kind of jumping ship because they've been offered a large check. And the sad thing about that is that they're going to be running their followers off a cliff because that interposition trailing drawdown is going to be spanking a lot of people. It's going to be hurting a lot of people, especially people who are used to trading on Top Step that go to another funding company where they have an interposition trailing drawdown. It's going to be awful because they don't know how bad that can be. And I took a $20,000 payout with one of those companies that had an interposition trailing drawdown, and I absolutely stopped using them the moment that I got that payout because you're playing a game within a game. It's not real trading. You can get lucky. There are folks who can get really, really lucky. And if you get really lucky, you can get above that trailing threshold early on, but you have to get really, really lucky. The chances are that you're going to end up getting smoked. And the other thing is the payout policy. You have to trade for 10 trading days, not 10 calendar days, 10 trading days. That's literally 2 full weeks of trading, 5 days and 5 days. That's 2 full weeks. And if you have a holiday, you're into week 3 now. So, and that's just to get a payout that's very, very small, because if you've made $50,000 in an account, you can only take about $2,000 out. It's very tiny, very, very tiny. I guess the people are doing that are used to, tiny. So, it's one of those things where it's not for the traders, it's for the company. They're designed to make you lose. And this is why a lot of these companies have such big payouts, right? They tout these huge payouts, but the reality is that they're fueling all of these payouts on the backs of people who have failed. Whereas Top Step, they have actual real live traders in live accounts, What companies out? There's a lot of different companies out there, but they tout huge payouts, but they're talking about these are basically funded payouts from people who have been failing because they get you in the door with these very cheap sales for these challenge accounts. And then once you pass, you're paying this huge price for this. And then you're failing almost straight away because, you have this interposition trailing drawdown. So yeah, it's on Top Step, I can trade my live account whenever I want. There's no pressure on me. I can take a payout if I've built up 5 days of $200 or more, which is, again, if you're trading the NQ, it's quite easy to do. And, I can take withdrawals at my own pace. I don't have a forced kind of withdrawal schedule where, you have this special window that you have to do and you have to jump through this hoop and this parlor game and make sure that your position is always closed at the top of the extension and, oh, it's going higher and I missed that. And, it's just designed to make you fail. So it's also they have, weird consistency rules. A lot of these prop firm companies have weird consistency rules and all this. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Is that the same for your live? Yeah, exact same rules in my live that's in the XFA where it's $200 days, five of those days or more. But the flexibility that I have in my live account is that I'm trying to build a nice healthy balance in my live account. And when I get a healthy balance, I can change my risk parameters to say, okay, I'm going to move my daily max loss to $5,000, or I'm going to change that I can trade 25 contracts or 30 contracts. I'm still at the same $3,000 maximum daily loss, and I'm still at 15 max contracts. But, I like it where it's at right now. I like managing the risk there. 150K account is cheaper on TopStep, even if they did the account for free, because it's like $250 to activate the account. Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of folks think that, I had somebody actually reach out to me with one of these other challenge companies where they saw, these sales and they thought it was all great. And they tried to pass a couple accounts and they didn't do it. And then all of a sudden they got hit with a rebill for about $2,000, and they go, what is this? And they go, oh, sorry, the sale was only for your first month. They didn't even realize it. And they said, I was paying $5 for my first month, and then I had to pay $150 per account for the next month. I don't have $3,000 to pay for all 20 of these accounts. I thought I was only paying $100. And I said, well, yeah, that's the danger of trading with these other companies. They hide all these little things. There's all these tricks and hoops and everything to jump through. And this is not any specific company out there. This is just for any company that I think that there's a lot of predatory stuff going on with these companies. So TopStep is not one of those companies, in my opinion. TopStep is, in my opinion, the best. And these are just my opinions. These are just my experiences with them. And I think that, like Colton says in here, the consistency rule will teach you to be a better trader. That's the truth, right? It will teach you to be a better trader. All the rules, the maximum daily drawdown, all of that stuff, it will teach you to be a better trader. All right, so we have about 8 minutes now, 8 minutes until that data is coming out here. 8 more minutes here. Also, there's going to be, new developments coming out for TopStep for the future, for what this year has to hold. So, I'm going to be polling the community that we have in here that shares you folks share your time with me every single morning. And the reason why is because, I want to poll you folks in here and figure out what would make TopStep the absolute best funding company for you, right? What would make TopStep the absolute best of the best? John says, so TopStep is okay then? Yeah. TopStep is okay. I think TopStep is the best. There's no question. Yeah, they took TopStep's top affiliates. Well, they paid them a huge lump sum, and that's the only way that they could pull them away from that. And I think it's disingenuous and it just goes to show a lot of these streamers are not traders themselves, because they wouldn't want to be going onto a platform that is not giving you a fair shot at trading. That's my point, at least. It's just my opinion, right? This is just the way I feel about things. All right, so just seeing here, we have a couple squawks coming across here. It's 30 days to draw to 100%. Yeah, if you want to close your account, you have to have 30 trading days. That is correct. But if you're trading your own brokerage account, why would you want to zero it out, right? I guess if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I think that, again, even the payout policy makes sense, because you want to have ammunition in your account to trade with, right? Hey, good morning there, DV8. Micro issues that they're working on, and also maybe the possibility to be able to reset an XFA would be really cool. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people asking to do a reset to an XFA. I don't know if that makes sense, to be honest. I don't think if that makes sense. I think that would create more gamblers, to be honest, because people are just going to, go crazy on their XFA knowing that they can reset it. I like the fact that you have the reset rules the way that they are. I think that it's a good thing. Got my first deposit with TopStep today. Hey, congratulations there. Very, very nice. Caesar says, Top Step is the best. I've been in and out of funding accounts. I've taken payouts and reached out to support several times. I have no complaints at all. Their support team is really the best there is. So we are coming down here. We kind of tapped up towards that 910 3/4 area. We flushed back below the VWAP here, and we are coming back down. We do have some liquidity that has been resting down at 850. So we'll have to see whether or not this interacts with that liquidity when this print comes out here. Josh says, it still blows that Top Step won't get on the micro mini conversions issue in their XFA. Top Step is my favorite, and it pains me that I can't manage my risk in XFA by trading more than 2-3 micros. That is going to be coming this year. That's definitely going to be something that is coming this year. So if you're patient and you just hold your horses, it's something that they're working on. It has to do with their reporting system, so it's something I think that they're diligently working on, which is one of the reasons why I think the reporting system went kind of haywire for a minute there. But I do think that that is what is taking so long there. Hey, Ribs, got notified that I passed my first combine last night. Hey, way to go there, Wotes. Congratulations. Give it up for Wotes here in the YouTube chat. So we have Grateful Trader short from 879 and Liquid Flows short from 879. You folks have the same idea there. Very, very nice. Ribs, what time frame or ticks do you work off of the NQ? So over here, whenever I have my chart up here, this is a 30-second chart. And the only reason I have this up as a 30-second chart is so you can see absolutely each one of my executions here. So you're very clear on where I entered the trade and where I exited the trade. I think that's very important that if you're going to spend your time with somebody in the morning, they should be very transparent and not be hiding that from you. So that's why we use a 30-second chart over here. But I'm generally trading off the signals that I'm looking at from a 15-minute chart or down to a 5-minute, sometimes a 1 minute if I'm getting very granular in things, but that's what I'm focused on there. Light says, yeah, so true. Some prop firms allow you to go beyond your daily loss limit or allowed contracts to blow your account. Again, a lot of these companies are setting you up to fail. They don't care about you. If you think about Top Step's mission here, they're literally trying to get as many people trading in their live environment that they can. And it's not just as many random people, it's as many good traders who are showing that they're disciplined, that they're consistent, people who can actually manage an account. Those are the folks they're trying to call up into their live environment. I don't know I can't think of one company off the top of my head that's looking to do that. The other companies are just looking to cycle people into these challenges, stack up that cash, and then pay out the people who hit the slot machine and get lucky. Those are the people they're looking to pay out, not people who are consistently profitable. Obviously, if you're getting lucky early on the onset, you can be consistently profitable later in those accounts. But for the most part, I think those companies are being somewhat predatory, and they're trying to prey on the naivety of people who are not really keen to what's really going on here. Or, maybe they haven't traded before, or they're just, they're blinded by the flashing lights of, oh, this person over here, they're making all this money. And in reality, they're losing on one prop firm and winning on another one there. East says, Rip, I've passed 4 combines and blown them up in 2 days each. I truly don't feel like I'm gambling to pass the combines. Any advice to do better on my next one? Trade smaller size. Stick with a 1 lot as your trades when you're passing into your XFA. Just stick to a 1 lot and try to be consistent on that 1 lot. You should be able to pull $200 out from a 1 lot. That's only 10 handles. So just stick with one single lot. That's all you should do. You can't have 20 real accounts. It's against guideline rules set by the SEC. Yeah, I mean, you can't have. There's a thing called boxing, and that's a totally different conversation. You can box trades. It's a totally different thing. It's sort of kind of a gray area, but yeah, nobody's trading with 20 accounts, obviously. I think that having 3 XFAs is plenty as well. What's the difference between Forex and futures? One is trading FX, one is trading futures. Entirely different instruments. Very different. Do you use micros to pass the combine? I use minis. I trade minis myself. Trade your combine like it is an express account, including the scaling plan. I agree, 100%. Do you trade the micros? Do you suggest maybe doing the micros trading for your first XFA? I mean, again, I trade minis, so if you're nervous about it and you just want to get your toes dipped in the pool, yeah, trade micros. Just be wary that there are going to be fees that you have to make enough that in your trades that you're clearing over that. Rips, do you have any advice? I can't get mine to look like yours. Maybe use some... You're funny. Rose, you get to talk to Top Step on the first-hand basis. I think you should mention to them about allowing their customers to 20 PA accounts instead of the 3 limit. I think, honestly, I think 3 is enough personally. Maybe a small slight increase to 4 or 5, maybe. But yeah. All right, data coming out in 30 seconds here. Let's buckle up. Let's see if we have any trades we want to take on this data. Remember, the expectation is about 10 basis points hotter than the last read. Looking for 0.4% and 0.2% respectively for the month over month and the month over month X autos. 15 seconds, everyone. Good luck. Like Ronnie says, yeah, 45 contracts, not enough. Exactly. 45 contracts is a monster size position. All right, let's see if we auction down to these 50s here and kind of base out. We are having a little bit of a flush here. Wow, 0.6% came in way hotter than expected. Holy smokes. And retail X auto, let's see. Coming down, we're at that 53 level. I want to see if we base out here. The book is so empty on this print here. I want to see if it holds at these 50s or not. Wow, retail sales X auto at 0.2% hotter. So 20 basis points hotter. I want to see if we base out around here. Watching here. So we're coming down into this area of interest here. I'm going to take a long here. I want to see if these 50s base out. Keeping our risk relatively tight here. Come down to about 35. See if we base out at these 40s or so. My Rhythmic is crazy laggy right now, by the way. I don't know what's going on here. I'm delayed by 16.3 seconds. That is not good. So I have Bookmap kind of flying blind here. Don't know what's going on with that. So I might end up having to close this here, but let's see. Still a big delay. Let me see if I can reset my correct connection here. Okay, reconnecting. I'm flying a little bit blind here with Bookmap kind of having that lag. So let's see. Are we trading? Okay, so there we go. 46. Perfect. All right. So that was annoying. I have Bookmap kind of lagging here. I'm trying to watch the tape. Trying to watch these orders here. I don't have another dome open, so let's see if this is basing out at all. We are scooping up into this a little bit. I want to see this clearing back above 53 now. So seeing a bounce in short-term rates right now as well. So we came up to 53, rejected it a little bit. I want to see if we base out around here in these low 40s. My Rhythmic data is still loading. You can see right above my head here. We are still loading that here. Yeah, rates up should be bearish, but it is just short-term rates. We'll have to see what happens with the 20-year today. That is definitely something I'm going to be watching. All right, there we go. Getting everything loaded back up. Bookmap is loaded back up again. I want to see this crack above 53. So watching if we get back above 53 here. We're still kind of rejecting this 53 area to the top side, so markets are not able to auction above that yet. VIX is coming in hot too. Interesting. I'm going to move my stop to 38 in case we sweep these lows here, by the way. Watching here back above 53 now. Nice push up. We expanded through that 53 area. Seeing if this is a liquidity sweep or something that we can add into. Watching around the 60s now. My Bookmap is still lagging. It's kind of annoying. We are punching up. Second lot on for this approach towards 60 now. See if we can crack these 60s. Move my stop up to around 45 here. Nice push up. I'll move my stop just above break even now. It might have been a liquidity sweep just above 60s, but if it's strong, I'm going to add to it again, looking for a target of 70 to the top side here. So just watching. Still some front running in these 60s right now. Watching closely. See if they pull this back to around that 55 level. I'm going to add a third lot here for this break back above 60 now. And get my stop pretty tight, just below break even here. Because we're looking for that extension through 60 now to 70. And it stopped out. So taking a small loss on that, that puts us at 97 down on the day. We're looking for that break above 60. I wanted to see that whole kind of sweep down removed from the tape there, kind of repairing that inefficiency. And I would have liked to go for that. So we're risking $100 to essentially make 400. Looking for a 4-to-1 trade on that one. So watching here if we are actually basing out on the 50s again. Got to take that long again for that approach above 60 now. So I just had my stop just a little bit too tight there. So watching for this to encroach back above the 60s here. Okay, nice push up. And again, we're looking for this to encroach back above into those the 70s up to the top side there. So watching this on a pullback now. Still some bid support stepping in. Let's see if we can get back above these 50s now. We do have a lot of liquidity too that is resting up towards that 895 level. Goldman coming out with a note saying that they're expecting 7 rate cuts this year, which is interesting. I can't say that I agree with that, but yeah, Solomon just came out with a note saying that the Fed can do it basically, which is pretty funny, given that 7 rate cuts seems kind of extraordinary, especially with where we're trading right now in the money markets. So watching here, seeing if we hold these 50s again. Things again are kind of basing out. I want to look to add to this if we are continuing to hold this area. Boss says, going against ribs scares me. Don't be scared. We all have different ideas on what we're looking for in trades here. So our stops rate at 45.5 could get tagged here. If we do base out and we do reclaim 50, I want to add to that. What was your daily loss limit when you were trying to pass the combine? What were your parameters? I just used the built-in daily loss limit, which is 3K. That's what I'm focused on generally. Seven or 8 cuts would require significant sell-off in the markets. Also, historically, in election years, the Fed stays in neutral. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to see 7 here. And we're pretty close to being stopped out here, by the way. If we reclaim 50s and we actually have some bid support showing up, I would add into this, looking for that perk back up above the 60s. Actually, I can move my stop down just a little bit here in case we capture. I want to get it right below 40 here in case we do kind of capture some liquidity right there at 45. Watching here right at these 50s. Do we reclaim 50s? Adding into that for that reclaim above 50s now. Got into a back and forth with a streamer that shall not be named after he basically complained and called someone stupid for asking where to find pivot points. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's not good. I'm going to actually have to run my stop a little bit tighter in case we don't get exactly what we're looking for here. We're looking for this perk back up into the 60s here. Nice push back up. We want to see this strong push right above these 60s again, because that would encroach back above and probably see us at 75 here. So try to be as patient as possible. Seeing if we can wrestle through this liquidity here. I want to see tests back at 50. If we are strong there, would be adding into that. I want to see short starting to panic on the bid as well. I'm going to add into that again for this perk up through 60 here. Somebody is front running that 60, but I think that we can get through them. Volume is subsiding a little bit, but I'm still seeing that bid support showing up there for the time being. So watching here right above 60 now. Nice perk up right above 60. Big seller just stepped in, but they are rinsing this around. Let's see if we can cover a little bit on that encroachment in towards 60 there. They let it run and they slammed it. So I want to see, yeah, the same player, very aggressive seller coming in here. Not what I want to see. It's not ideal for me. Super aggressive to the sell side there. So I was looking to cover there on that perk to 60, but they didn't hold it there. They flushed it pretty violently. So let's see if we can hold these 50s now once more. Okay, there's that nice perk up. Every time we get a perk up, we're getting denied. There's one seller who's just aggressively selling market sells here, right as we're getting up towards that 60 there. So I'm trying to be patient. It's a good chance we can get flushed on, but I'm just trying to get out a little bit of the position on these perk ups towards 60. They're letting it run, and then there's a slammer that's coming in. Lickety split. So watching again here. Definitely some violent sell side pressure coming in. So watching it, see if we can get this to hold right at the 50s here. The volume is declining here, which makes this ever so difficult. But we're going to try our best here in this position. We do have some order stacks up towards 60. Let's see if we can entertain that whatsoever. Right now, just kind of holding in this range, testing these lows of these 50s for now. Could try to do a quick flip on this. I still don't have the momentum hotkeys kind of built in yet. So that is kind of troublesome in trying to do quick flips here to the top side. But let's see if we can hold back above these 50s here. Big seller still stepping in. And they are selling market orders here every single time we get a nice little perk up. So that definitely is concerning here. Let's see if we can get back above these 50s. This is a big area where if we show support here, there is a chance that we can rally right back up to the 60s as long as this seller becomes exhausted. Yeah, they're still there. Very, very heavy seller. It's a big tug of war going on right now. They're kind of fighting over 3 points at a time here. Watching here on this hold right around 40s. God, look at the violence. It's insane. We're seeing so much violence on any kind of perk up here. I'm going to cover 3 of that. Big, heavy seller. Seeing if we get any activity kind of firming up at 45 or so. My stop's right at 44. Yeah, we got stopped out. So taking a loss on that one there. We were pretty close to peeling it out there at the 60s, but there's a huge seller that stepped in with a lot of violence here. And this is harder on a lower liquidity when you have, this violence that's coming in. And it makes it a little bit more difficult to get contracts out, especially if you're trading in a live environment. I'm not trading on a live account right now. I'm trading in a combine. So it's definitely it's easier to get out, but still the action was so fast. The idea was to flip above 60 there. And we only slightly tapped above 60 and then we kind of flushed back down. We are towards the lows here in the S&Ps. And if we do crack below that, it would be interesting. The level that I'd want to see break is that 822 level to the downside here. But definitely some heavy selling pressure coming in. If we do break these lows, I could potentially look at trying a short if we refresh towards 50 again. So watching here at 40s. I'm going to try that short here at the 40s. Put a backstop right around 50 or so. We do have room down to 22 if they are going to entertain this liquidity to the south side here. I'm going to jump into that a little bit heavier. I want to see 30 break now. Adding into that for the 30 break. Looking for room all the way down to 22 here. So nice little free fall action. See if we reject 30s once more. So 25s, there's a bid stack there. Seeing if we can fight below 25 now. Somebody's still selling these 25s, so let's see this flush now. Right to 22. Covering some there, leaving 2 as a runner. Moving my stop now. So catching that flush there to the downside, keeping our 22 level intact. We're watching for that 22 now. I'm gonna move my stop kind of halfway through that bar. Seeing if we can get this continued flush. I want to see this break below 11s now if we can actually get there. So watching us hold these 2 as a runners. Going to move my stop to 25.5 here in case we get ticked out. Yeah, that's a nice flush there. We just need to be holding. I'm going to actually move this for 26.25 in case we get the little pop up above 25s there. But yeah, we just need to hold this this roll. If we start encroaching below 11, I would potentially add back into this because I want to capture as many points as we can. I like where my stop's at, 26.25, because that'll pretty much say that we're negating that. Will give us a chance for a re-entry there. Can you trade more than 3 contracts on an XFA? Yes, absolutely. You could trade, depending on your account size. If you're trading a 150, you can absolutely do that. We are basing out and consolidating down here, so we're likely to get stopped out after a big run to the downside like that. But if we're flushing below 11s, then I would potentially add into this. Still a little bit under the weather here, but I'm at about 95% right now. I see we have 1,000 folks in here. Can you do me a favor? Please hit that lucky like button if you are enjoying our show here. There we go. Nice little flush down. Kind of want to move this a little bit lower now that we've cleared below that. 24s, I think, are fair. Apple's off a cliff. We did encroach where we're looking for on the S&Ps as well. Anybody else out there, if you caught that trade in chat, go ahead and drop a W in chat there. If you caught this to the downside. Anybody else out there catch this trade? Very nice flush. Okay, there's the 11s. Let's see if we actually encroach below this. You can see how much liquidity is coming right there at these 11s. I'm going to move my stop now to 18 flat. Okay, let's see if we can draw this liquidity below 11s now. Very, very nice there. Nice sweep. Now, 800 flats will give us a little bit of trouble because it's a big whole number here. We're going to have a lot of folks that are covering short. I'm actually going to move my stop even tighter so we can capture more of this alpha here to the downside. Congratulations, folks, if you caught this to the short side. It's all about keeping your head on a swivel when you're trading these markets. Obviously, we had that first trade was dead wrong, but this one makes up for it, right? So that's going to put us up now on the day here. $526. There we go. Nicely done there. Everybody who caught that. Very, very nice. Smart says, I was selling from 18,000 with one contract. Well, that's a big number. I'm guessing you're saying 16. Well, I don't know what you're saying. 1,800. But congrats there. Just took out yesterday's lows. Yeah, we had this kind of on our chart here. That green line. We're looking for that sweep of liquidity below that. We'll have to see if this is continued bullish order flow here. If we kind of bottom out, there are going to be a lot of shorts that are covering in this area here. I'm happy that we captured as much alpha that we did on that there. Very happy that we did. Right there, 526. So we're coming back down here. We're at 810 again. We're kind of testing these lows. We did have a lot of liquidity shaping up at this area here. What are your thoughts on the ATR indicator? I think it's good. I think it's good to use on stocks specifically. It's good to use on futures. I like watching the order flow and key levels of the market structure, more so myself. But, it's helpful if you're using ATR for the last hour, last 5 minutes. It'll give you kind of some directional, it'll help you. I think it's helpful. I think as far as indicators go, there's a lot of garbage indicators out there, but I think ATR is very good there. All right, so let's run a poll. Let's see how many likes we're at here. How many likes do we have? We are at 419. Oh my goodness. If we get to 500, we'll do a giveaway. Like I said, if we get to 500, we will definitely do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for a free month of Clubhouse. Let's go ahead and run a poll though. Do you think, let's see here. Do you think the NQ ends the day up or down? Up, down, and then for you folks who like to get wild out there, we'll leave an option for unchanged. So there we have it. Giveaway, let me pull my bots for the likes. You folks are hilarious. But I do appreciate, also we're trying to get to 7,500 subscribers here on the Market Clubhouse YouTube channel. So I do appreciate if you are subscribing with your notifications turned on. There are going to be times when we're going live in the middle of the day and you want to make sure that you're here for that and capturing as much as the alpha that we share on stream here. And that just goes to show that we can be wrong on a trade, but you don't want to stay wrong. The order flow definitely changed there. I saw a couple of folks in here that caught the short early. Hats off to you folks in here that saw it earlier than I did. But I was looking for more so of a scalp of the price action above the 60s. And that's the thing. You can be wrong, but you don't want to stay wrong. We flipped to the correct bias there where the market was selling off. And I think that we caught that really nice. And if we're looking at our trades here, we were trying to peel off some above the 60s here. We had that perk and that sweep. We had that big seller coming in. And as long as they were persistent, I was interested in taking that. And then we added into that short, added nice size, covered a little bit there, and then covered our final lots there. So I thought we did pretty well out there. And you folks in the chat here, I saw a lot of W's in the Discord chat, saw a lot of W's in the YouTube chat. What was the total I made on that trade? It was $1,700. That was a $1,700 trade. So that brings us up to $526. Pa says, sorry, Rips, I'm that big seller with my 5 micros. Hey, Rips, do you have a video showing how you set up your bookmap? I do. I have it in the Discord. I have a whole webinar on bookmap, and I have shared, tons of screenshots of how it's all set up and how I have it looking. It's funny. You see other streamers, they kind of have their bookmap like this. I mean, it's even worse than that, but they're like, oh, there's liquidity up here and then there's liquidity down here. And I don't know, these are buyers or sellers up here and these are buyers or sellers down there. It's just completely wrong and misinformation because they have no idea what's going on. Pretty funny stuff. 9 a.m. watching for 2 speakers. Yeah, that's right. We do have 2 speakers that are coming on in about 7 minutes here. And we do have the vice chair, Mr. Michael Barr, and we do have Michelle Bowman, who is, I believe she's a voter this year. I don't think she lost her voting rights there. Rips, in fairness, you brought the missing piece at Top Step TV because they were actually trading. They weren't actually trading. They do the entertaining part of it. You do the trading thing. Haters are losers. They don't trade. I mean, I'm just trying to do my best to widen the audience on there. So if I am overbearing, I probably want to tune that back a little bit and just reel it in a little bit. Like I said, I have 2 different audio sources and I have 2 different screen shares. So in my Discord, I'm doing a live audio source and a live screen share that's in real time with no delay in my Discord. And that is, I can mute the mic where it's only going to my Discord and I'm not doing it out to Top Step TV. So if there's a lot of people complaining again on Friday, I'll just have my stream of consciousness directly to my Discord. And, we'll just do it that way. But yeah, I feel like there's there's maybe like, let's just say there's about 20 negative comments or maybe 50 negative comments, but then there's like 500 to 1,000 positive comments in the chat. So I thought the experience was really, really nice. And I think that it's providing a lot of value to folks out there. It's giving another perspective to people. And I think that's valuable. I think that your job as a streamer should be trying to provide value to people and transparency, because if I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. I'm sitting here, I'm copying across 3 of my accounts here, right? I'm copying across 3 of my accounts, and I'm only showing you what my value is on one account, because I feel like that is more genuine, showing you that I've made $500 in one single account. If you're combining all of my accounts, we're looking at a total profit of $1,300. So I don't know. What would you folks prefer? Would you prefer that I'm showing you the copied accounts? Would you prefer that I'm showing you the single accounts? I mean, again, I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible. Single, total copy, single account. Yeah, so that's what I have it at, $526. So that's what I think. And again, it's all because I think that we should have more transparency as traders, because if you're watching somebody and you're getting fooled that you think that somebody's winning all the time, I don't think that's fair. I just don't think that's fair, right? I just don't think that's fair, because it makes you feel bad. There's another trader that was on Twitter that's in the small cap space, and this trader was photoshopping charts for years, which is, again, this is insane. The time that you're spending photoshopping charts is absurd. You can just be learning to trade instead. And this person was doing this for years. And then when they got exposed because they traded a ticker that wasn't even open, they couldn't even trade it on that brokerage. They got exposed for that. And then they ended up deleting their account. It was awful, right? I felt bad for the person, but they shouldn't have been trying why can't I think of the word? They shouldn't have been lying to people. They shouldn't have been making people feel like that, because a lot of people came out of the woodwork and they said that I was trading and I would see this person's charts and I felt that my executions were trash when this person was also posting, amazing executions. And bamboozle. There you go. Disingenuous, deceitful. Thank you. The D words I was looking for. This person was being very disingenuous with their charts, and they were photoshopping, which is insane to me. And I guess, they weren't selling a course or anything, but if you DM'd them, they offered you to teach them. They would say, I'll teach you how to read tape and pay me $700, which is outrageous. And they did this, and they were lying. They were lying about all of it. They didn't actually have any of these trades. They were lying about their executions. But the backlash that came out that really resonated with me was where you had other traders who were struggling to trade, who were learning to trade, and they looked at this gentleman's executions on their charts, and every single time that they had a good trading day, let's just use whole numbers, they made $1,000, right? They look at this person's charts and they'd say, I only made $1,000. Oh man, I'm not as good as this person. And that's just, it's garbage, right? It's garbage. It's disingenuous, because you're feeling less than, but you're comparing yourself to something that's not real. And that goes the same for these funded accounts. If you don't have somebody who's transparently showing you every single entry, every single exit of every single one of their trades, can you really believe anything that they're telling you? Especially if they're showing you cropped screenshots where they don't have the account name in full display. Think about that for a moment. There's another influencer out there that's trading, and they said they're using the real money account. And then they send you these screenshots where it's just copied. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Let's see. I can go I'm not even going to do it, but I can go in a sim account and I can make $10,000, and then I can crop a screenshot that shows that I've made $10,000 today, but I don't show you the actual account name. And there's somebody that's doing this right now. And that's disingenuous, because it makes you feel less than, because if you only made $1,000, then you're going to look at that and say, well, this person made 10 grand. No, they didn't. They made it on a sim account. They made it on a fake account. They're doing things to deceive you, and it's making you feel less than as a trader. And that will affect you psychologically. That's going to affect you psychologically. So don't feel less than when people are doing this to you. They're deceiving you. They're trying to call you stupid. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and it's abusive, right? It's abusive. All right, so we do have a liquidity injection coming in 90 seconds here. 90 seconds. We are in this bullish order flow zone right down here. Great information makes you want to go big. Yeah, and that's the thing. You're getting led to, the lambs are being led to slaughter, especially on these other funding companies that have these interposition trailing drawdowns. It's ridiculous. Wow, 300 bucks away from max profit on 100K combine. Nice work there, Grateful Trader. Way to go. Nice work. All right, liquidity coming in about 40 seconds here. I'm mostly kidding, of course, but it drives me crazy that all your bars are to the right side of the screen. Which way do we want to go here? I mean, look at this. We do have some order flow stepping in here that is kind of supporting the bid, but I'm not seeing buy side coming in yet. Markets are still looking kind of weak to me here. MHT says, Rips, I'm new here. I love your energy and strategy. One question, why the ads in your stream really intrusive? I can't control that. I don't control when the ads go off. It's all just kind of automatic here. So sorry about that, but yeah. Do you trade news? And if so, how do you do it? Yes, we trade news all the time. Okay, Bowman speaking here. Okay, Michael Barr is not commenting on monetary policy, so he's in the clear now. Okay, so Michael Barr is talking about cybersecurity. Did Bowman? Hold on, I'm listening here. Bowman might have said that she's not talking about the monetary policy either. Let me see what her discussion is about here. No, it's bank capital reform. So she said, she's a voter, and she said the Fed should seek comments on any revised capital plan. I mean, that's a pretty nothing burger, if you ask me. All right, so if we're holding around this 22 level, I do want to look at potentially taking a long here. Where are you watching the speakers? I have a bunch of different squawks that I'm plugged into here. And that's usually what I'm watching here. Just wanted to put that out there. I think when you're on Tops of TV, that's great. There's always going to be haters, but great stuff always. Thanks for, hey, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Let's see if Bowman has any other commentary. Remember that Michael Barr is not going to say anything commenting about monetary policy whatsoever. He's speaking on cybersecurity risks. Conscious Investing says, Fed's Bowman imposing tougher capital requirements as proposed could result in significant harm to the U.S. economy. Thank you for that, Conscious Trading. Yeah, I'm just looking at any of the analyst notes that are coming across the board here. 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that in the chart here. Thanks for pointing that out. That was Braden. Thank you so much. There we go. Rips, do you see my comment about the streamer I was talking about who did a poll in his chat about him appreciating them? I think it's so funny. 40% said they don't think he appreciates his fans. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. That's not good. Wow. Grateful Trader up $3,000 on the day. Way to go there. Very, very nice. There's still no commentary coming out of Bowman here. So if we are basing around here at these lower levels, if we are kind of basing around and firming up here, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to make a leg higher. We could paint back into this inefficiency, of course, but I'm not seeing the buy side coming in that I'd like to see. It is about 27 minutes until the open. I think that we should potentially give away a free month of Clubhouse. What do we say? Should we do that? Let's see where the poll is right now. I'm going to end the poll here. We had, let's see how many people voted on this here. They have Stockholm Syndrome. I love that. Oh my goodness. So 500 of you folks voted. 55% are saying up. 38% are saying, 55% are saying down. 38% say up and 5% say unchanged. Okay, let's go ahead and do a giveaway here. Now, it's really easy to qualify for this giveaway. You can see right below my name, it says @SellingRips. That is my handle on both Twitter and Instagram. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is very, very simple. You have to just follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. That's it. If you're already a member here in the Discord, you can win a free month. So please participate by going over to the YouTube chat right there. Do you think majority of trading streamers are disingenuous? I try not to be, right? And I know a lot of people are tired of me talking about it, but I try not to be, and all I can be is responsible for myself. I try to be the most transparent that I can possibly be, and I try to tell it like it is. I've been a trader for years, and I love trading, and I love sharing my trading ideas with everybody in here. You folks know that I do take losses. I do have losing days. So far, today is not one of those days. We're doing okay. And I try to be as transparent as possible. So if I have a losing day or something, there's somebody in the in the chat yesterday at Tops Up TV said, "Rips, I've been on your stream and I've seen you switch accounts before." And I go, in my head, I'm just thinking, I change accounts and then I show them at the end of the stream. I say, "Oh, I lost in this XFA. I made money in this XFA. I made money in this XFA," or whatever the case. I'm very transparent in that sense. So I don't know what they were looking at there, but it's just, I don't know what more I could do outside of, again, I'm showing everything here. I'm showing all of my executions, and yeah. Don't have either of them? Sign up for an account, Lickety Split. Get on Twitter, get on Instagram. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, like I said, if you can't see executions on the streamer that you're watching, if you can't see executions on their chart, did they even take the trade? Are they lying to you? That's what you got to watch. Oh, goodness. Humans are never satisfied. I try to please as many people as I can. Obviously, I know that we're going to have haters all the time, but, All righty, let's get this giveaway popping again. Name right there is @SellingRips. Just follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Super easy to do. And then we're going to have a keyword in here. Let me get this all suited and booted here. Go to the giveaways tab here. Let's go. Get this refreshed. All righty, switch over here. And over there. There we go. All right, so we're going to do a keyword. I'm not going to click it yet because you folks like to jump in. Thinking about a good keyword that we can do for the giveaway today. What would be a good keyword that we could do here? I'm just thinking, what would be a good keyword that we could do? Let's think here. What would be a good keyword? Oh, I like that. Ben Solar says authentic. I like that one. Rip it up, momentum, fake account, scammer. Oh my goodness, you folks are hilarious. Let's do something positive. I like to keep our attitudes positive in here. I like that. Let's go with profit. Woat suggested that one, profit. Let's do this one. So we'll do keyword and we'll do channel member elect 2 times as likely. Keyword is going to be profit. All right, say the keyword profit. Type in the keyword profit just one single time. Type it in, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. This is for 1 free month of Clubhouse, and I really am excited. I hope one of the OGs wins it. If an OG wins it, we'll roll it again. Obviously, they're going to get a full free month, but if an OG wins it, we'll do 2 giveaways for a free month of Clubhouse. Market's not open for another 23 minutes. Just give me one moment here while you guys are entering in the keyword. Just one moment. All right, we're back here. Yeah, you just have to write the word profit in the YouTube stream. And let me drop the link for you here. Let me get this for you. And right here, let me drop that for you, web dev guy. There you go. So just go over in there, go into the chat, and type in the word profit, just one word. It doesn't have to be all caps. Type it in any which way. How does your algo on YouTube know we're in Clubhouse Discord? It doesn't. You have to. You just have to type it in there. Alrighty, folks. We'll do about 1 more minute here. 1 more minute. We have about 300 of you folks in the giveaway. We have over 1,000 people in here. Make sure you're smashing that lucky like button, of course. We are trying to get to 7,500 subs here on the YouTube channel. We are pushing back up a little bit. We are solidifying some bids here, so we'll get the show. Wow, nice perk back up to 830. bottom of the inefficiency block here. So let's see if we can actually run that to the top side here. All right, folks, give it about 20 more seconds here. 20 more seconds. You called that long? I didn't take it, though. I didn't take it. Yeah, we definitely were basing out, but I did not take the trade there. All righty, let's see. We'll do this giveaway here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling. Bird, are you with us? Bird, if you're with us, go ahead and say yes, and then type in either my Twitter handle is this or my Instagram handle is this. Let's see if you're with us here, Bird. Congratulations if you are. Let's see. Do we have data in 5 minutes here? Yeah, we have the manufacturing SIC production, industrial production, and the capacity utilization. So that could definitely affect the markets here. Yes, okay. Please type in your Twitter handle and say my Twitter handle is this or my Instagram handle is this. And then I can message you. And let's see. Come on, Bird. Come on, Bird. Come on. Let's see. We'll do about, give you another 60 seconds here to claim it. If you're with us here. Let's see. Sorry, don't have. All right, we're rolling again, folks. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Silent NW2. Are you with us here? Silent NW2. Are you with us? Let's see. If you are, say, hey, my Twitter handle is this, or hey, my Instagram handle is this. That's all you got to do. My Twitter handle is this, my Instagram handle is this. Let's see. Let's see. I'll give you about 60 seconds here to claim. Yeah, I saw they said yes, but they didn't put in a Twitter or Instagram handle here. Very simple to do, folks. Very simple to do. I don't know how we run into this every single time. However, somehow, some way, the roll ends up. Okay, here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's see. All right, now, are you following me? Let's see. Are you following me? Let's see. Yes, you are. Congratulations. All right, give it up for Silent NW2. Congratulations, you've won. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and send you a message right here. And this is me. Congrats, winner, free month. There you go. It might be in your spam because I'm saying congrats, winner, free month, and I've never messaged you before, but that's me. I'm the one with the check mark. By the way, be careful out there because there's going to be scammers that are purporting to be me. So just be very, very careful out there. I'm never going to offer to trade for you. I'm never going to offer you anything outside of these giveaways. And if you've won, obviously you're going to know it. So if you get a message from somebody pretending to be me, please be careful. I don't want your Bitcoin. I don't want your Bitcoin address. I don't want any of your information. I don't want your credit card number. I don't want your account information. I don't want your Top Step login. I don't want any kind of logins from you. It's not me. I'm never going to trade for you. I'm never going to message you about trading for you. I'm never going to talk to you about Bitcoin, crypto, credit cards, anything. It's never going to happen. So if you get a message from somebody saying that they're me, it's not. I'm sorry to say that. I will never trade for you. I'm very sorry about that. But there you have it. Congratulations again to a Silent NW2. Congratulations there. I want your Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. I would ask for Harris ID. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are looking at data coming out here in 2 short minutes, so be on guard for that. We do have coming out in 2 short minutes. We do have the December industrial production, capacity utilization, and manufacturing production. That's what we have coming out here right at 9:15. Right at 9:15. What the heck? I sent you 2 gift cards. Yeah, I don't want your gift cards either. That's not me. Yeah, there's folks who've reached out to me on Discord and they said, hey, is this you? You weren't offering to trade for me? And I say, come on. No, I don't have time. You think I have time to go and trade your accounts? Come on. I don't have time to even trade my own accounts as is. It's crazy. I barely have time outside of stream for anything. Everything's growing so fast over here. So I'm still producing webinars, dealing with being sick for 2 weeks, we have a lot of one-on-ones today. I'm super excited to do here in the Discord. So excited about that. But yep, that's the way it goes. Gave you my account checking code. Where's the money? Yeah, it's never coming. Yeah, Rips trades your account. Yeah, actually, these are the account that I'm trading right now. It's somebody else's that I stole from them. Yeah, so just be careful out there. Be careful. Rips, you sent me a link to buy some tea bags. I don't know about that one. What are the red and blue lines? This is hourly high, hourly low. That's what we have here. Hourly high, hourly low. Yeah, we are perking up here. Boy, did we miss this trade. Boy, oh boy, we missed this trade back up to the north side here. I'm computer illiterate, getting too old to keep up with all the changes. Just be careful. Be careful out there, bird. And hopefully, get a Twitter account or Instagram account. Next time if we roll, we can get you locked and loaded here. What's the macro for the hourly? Let's have a look here. Go ahead and look here. I mean, we're still in a downtrend, but we are holding these lows. This is a triple bottom now here at these lows. So data's coming out here in 15 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck. Let's see if we have any kind of advantage trade on this one. Good luck. Looks like Josh got along. Nice work there, Josh. All righty, let's see. Little sweep low initially. Still waiting for the data. 0.1%. The expectation was negative 0.1, so a little bit hotter there. We swept down to 32s, but we held it. So just watching here, we're just in this muddy liquidity here. If we do perk back above 53.5, things can get speedy again, but I think we'll run into that same seller who was aggressively selling those 60s there. Do you ever trade gold? I haven't in a hot minute. I very limited experience trading gold, very limited experience trading crude. Let's see if we're perking up here. When you say hotter, does that mean better or worse? No, it's just a hotter read. So if the read is, let's say 10 and it comes as a 20, that's hotter. If the read is 10, the expectation is 10 and comes in at 5, that's a cooler read. It doesn't mean so much that it's going to have a hotter effect on the market, meaning things will go up. No, it's just a hotter versus the expectation. So that is hotter because the expectation was negative 0.1. It came in at 0.1. That's all that means when I say that. Same thing with capacity utilization. Well, that came in cooler by 10 basis points, but not really moving the market here. Didn't really see a lot of liquidity being injected there. We do have about 13 minutes here until the market opens. So I probably will take my first restroom break of the day and see if we can get back here in time for the open. I think we'll be able to do it given that it's only 9:16 right now, 9:17. So we did flush back down. All right, so I'm going to take a quick little restroom break, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with you, and we'll trade the open together because we got enough likes. Let's see. If we get, I'm going to set the bar pretty high for you folks here. Let's see. What are we at right now? We are at 640 likes. All right, so if we get to 900 likes, we'll do another giveaway towards the end of the stream. How about that? If we get to 900 likes, I don't think that we could do it, but I love to challenge you folks out there. If we get to 900 likes, we'll do one more giveaway here on the stream. Tomorrow's Thursday, I'm going to be giving away some Top Step Combines, maybe one, maybe two, we'll see. Giving away some Top Step Combines tomorrow here on the stream, and we'll give away some months of Clubhouse as well. Alrighty, folks, if we get to 900 likes, we'll give away another free month of Clubhouse. But I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and I will be right back with you folks here. Do not go anywhere. Alrighty, we are back, folks. We are back indeed. Alrighty, so we did have a little bit of a bathroom flush, just a little one. We are sort of basing out and recovering for the time being. We do have the market opening in 9 short minutes. I do want to wait for the market to open before we take our next trade because we're going to have some wild positioning moves coming probably 5 minutes before the open here. Some algorithms turning on, as they generally do. CC says, Rips, I saw you on Top Step. Was wondering why you have a combine when you already have a live account with them. Because I choose to trade the combines on the Top Step program for the time being. When I get more comfortable streaming in front of, 4,000 or 5,000 people, I think that we'll switch over to the live account. I don't even think, I think we've traded the live account. Yeah, we traded it one time last week on Top Step TV and we made $1,000 in that account. So, it's just a way for me to sort of manage my stress. It's a great question there, CC. But it's a great way for me to manage my stress. It's difficult trading alone. It's even more difficult trading in front of 4,000 or 5,000 people, especially when people are expecting you to win, and then you have about 10% of those people in there that are just hoping that you fail. So it's just mentally it's a lot to deal with, and so that's how I'm handling my mentality right now, and trying to stay above board, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I mean, imagine trading in front of 100 people, right? Imagine trading in front of 200 people. Now, imagine trading in front of 5,000 people. And you know that there's a big group of those people that are trying to see you lose, and they can't wait to unload. Ah, ha, 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 he sucks. Which it doesn't affect me, but still, I want to be putting on really good trades. And as you know, trading is very psychological, right? And so, yeah. Trading the combine helps me manage my emotions and everything. And I don't want to be getting out of pocket with a real live funded account and, doing some, like yesterday, I was very scalpy, extremely, extremely scalpy. I will get better as time goes on. When I'm trading that kind of stuff. You can see today, we got some great executions on. And I think that we had a really nice trade there. And I haven't traded since. I don't feel that I have this need to trade. And also, it's difficult too because they start the program, the market's open, and I have so many screens open. It is so much to manage. I'm managing my own stream. I'm managing my Discord. I'm managing the chat. I'm looking at all of my charts. I'm trying to manage a trade. So does that answer your question there, CC? Do you feel like your voice was heard there? Hopefully. Yeah, trading is very psychological there. Cry baby's gonna cry, brother. Yeah. What does your setup look like, Rips? I will post that on my Instagram today. If you're following me on Instagram, I will post that on my Instagram stories. So if you're following me on Instagram, you can just click my bubble, my orb, and you can find that. CC, are you with us? Did that answer your question there? I hope that answered your question. I hope you didn't leave us already. What's your Insta? It's right here, @SellingRips, right there, @SellingRips. As you look back at your trading, do you find that you have better performance pre-market or during market hours or no difference? Well, it depends. If there's a really advantageous newsprint, then I do think that that's something that's really, really nice there. Then we can trade the pre-market really, really well. Saw on X that Pat, Tanja, and Matt might have live trading together. That would be funny. Hey, I'm open for anybody, right? Can't see my current positions on Thinkorswim. Any ideas to display my positions? I haven't used Thinkorswim in a hot minute here, so I wouldn't be the best person to ask for that. I haven't used Thinkorswim in probably 3 or 4 years. Yes, that answers it. I was just wondering what happens when you pass the combine when you already have a live. Oh, this is a great thing. You could trade 3 XFAs and 1 live. So you can trade 4 accounts. And you can manage your risk. You could spread out your risk. You could say, I only want to take my mint setups. You should only be taking mint setups, but maybe you're seeing something that's kind of like, it's an A, but it's not an A plus. Maybe you want to trade that on your XFAs, right? And not your live account. Obviously, I want to grow my live account balance to over $100,000. That's my goal. We'll see if I can do it. It's obviously there's a lot of different things that are I can't just sit here and trade, right? And I took this on. I'm not asking for any sympathy here. I took this on myself. I'm running a Discord room where I'm providing education throughout the entire day. I'm answering people's questions. I'm doing one-on-ones. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with that. So my time to trade is somewhat limited, but I'm giving up my time to trade to be an educator and help people out. And that's okay. I prefer to help people out as much as I can. I get a lot of gratitude and value from being able to help other people out because I know how difficult it was for my journey early on in my stages. So I'm sacrificing a little bit of my time in order to not be able to trade that, to be an educator and help people out. But I'm also finding time to trade my live account. If you remember when I was sick, this is what's really funny. When I was sick, I had some of the best run on my live account there because, I was on shoulder tap pretty much every single day. Hey, shout out to Rips, he's up this much. Shout out to Rips, he's up this much, because I had time to trade because I was sick. I couldn't speak. I was sick for the last 15 days now. Couldn't speak or anything. And so I spent that time actually, sitting back and kind of taking trades at my own pace and, watching things. So Ribs, can you help me understand how you get your zones and order flow? I'm a beginner trader. I've talked about it in past videos. We'll perhaps talk about it. If you tune in here tomorrow, we can go over it in the early session. If you tune in right at 8 o'clock, we can go over it then there. Linu, we can go over that there. All righty. So we are kind of shaking and baking about here. We do have 3 minutes until the open. So what we're looking for here, Christian asked, a break below 16,800 would invite more downside. Let's go ahead and go to the hourly here. You can see that we have room all the way down to this red line here. Oh, shoot, that's not it. There it is. Hello. So we have room all the way down to 16,754. That's the area of interest that I'm watching for a downside move. This is where we found a lot of buyers here. So, I guess we can put this in here as some bullish order flow that's tucked right below here. And we can just run that right around here. Bullish order flow. There we go. So yeah, we do have some bullish order flow that is just tucked right there. So if we break through that, we do have more potential downside all the way to this level. I'll actually draw a line down here, bringing that down right around there, which is right around our level of 16,669. And we'll see if we can actually pull it on down there. Now, the other side of that coin is that if we come back down, we base out where we were down here, finding some buyers and some bid support, we could potentially auction higher. But do remember, the overarching trend right now in everything is to the downside. The current trend is to the downside. So the market does like to follow trends. We do have not really much good news that's on the table right now. So I am kind of leaning towards the downside myself. So we will have to see whether or not that plays out. I'm just going to be patient here off the open, practice my patience, and see if we have any nice setups here off the open. So that's what I'm looking for here off the open. If we have continued downside, we have some rolling going on in tech right now. If we have continued downside, I would want to see us auctioning about 50, 60 points lower to find that downside there. How did you determine whether any buyer or sellers are coming in? I'm watching Bookmap for most of the time there, JM. What's on your right corner screen? Right up here? That's Bookmap. What's the primary difference before a trader between a live account and XFA? The fact of the matter that on a live account, your orders are hitting the tape. That's it. You still get paid out just the same. Your orders are actually hitting the market, and it's prestige. It's feeling like you're doing something better than other people out there. You're locked in. You're a good trader. You're consistent. Thank you there, Hangry Monkey, for helping us out with that Thinkorswim stuff. Really appreciate that. So let's try to be patient here off the open. We are coming in hot here, 40 seconds or less. Make sure you slam that lucky like button. We are trying to get to 900 likes here. If we do, then we'll do one more giveaway towards the end of the stream. But let's see if we can pull some alpha out of this market here. Let's see. All right, about 10 seconds, everyone. Good luck. This is the current market time down here, so you can see how far off you are from synced on YouTube. All right, good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck. Let's see if we can extract some alpha from these markets. Markets are open here. Some buy side coming in. Some perk ups from the Mag 7 here. We are sweeping liquidity here to the top side. Looking like they're capping off quite a bit here, however. Watching this pull up towards the 40s. Remember, we have a whole mess of liquidity that's rested between 50 and 60 here. We're getting back up through this inefficiency. Not seeing a lot of strength out of the Mag 7 here. It looks as strong as that open is, it still looks relatively weak here. I'm going to try a short here right off the open. If we do perk back up above 47, we'll take that loss. But I just want to see if we can actually just capture this moment to the downside here. Those 810s or so. We do have a potential room all the way up to those 60s, but I'm banking on the fact that we will have a roll before we get there. So nice little roll over here. We didn't even repaint 50% into that inefficiency. However, I'm going to move my stop in the middle of this bar in case we do pump right back up, protecting any profits. If we do get that sweep below the 20s, I'm interested in adding into this here. So watching on this roll. Can we break below 800? That is the question. Really nice trade on so far here. I'm going to move my stop a little bit lower in case we pop back up above 24 here. Watching here if we can capture this alpha to the downside. Looking at these 810s now. Can we flush 810s? Going to move my stop to 821 now, capturing a little bit more alpha. Can we flush these 810s here? This is a big level if we do break below this. Very, very nice. We do have to break below 800 here. There's going to be a lot of resting liquidity there at 800 that we do have to wrestle through. So watching this, Mag 7 is rolling here. Can we break through 800 without a spike back up? Very, very nice. I'm going to move my stop now to 804. This is just on a one lot here, folks. Means that you don't have to go crazy. This is just a one lot trade here. Beautiful flush here to start the market open. I'm going to put my stop just above 800 in case we get a flash right above those 800s here. So very, very nice flush here to the downside. Remember, our target here is rested at right about 780 flat. This is just a one lot trade here, folks. There's 780, big flush to the downside here. Watching here if we are clearing below these 80s. I'm going to add a second lot into that. Very, very nice pull there. Moving my stop to 87.5 now. Watching to see we're coming right on this bullish order flow area. Seeing if we can flush right below that now. Gorgeous, gorgeous flush here to the downside. Absolutely stunning there. I'm going to move my stop to 82 3/4 now, just in case we get a little up jump to boogie. We are running into that bullish order flow here. So just protecting as much as our profits as we can. If we do flush below the 70s, we do have room, like I said earlier, down to 54. So watching that here, NVIDIA beautifully off a cliff here. Watching these 70s for a pull. Looking for this 70 to pull down now. Watching closely. Some bids firming up at 70. That is a little bit expected here as we have gone down quite a bit here off the open. So we are stopped out there, and that's going to put us up on the day now on just one single account, $1,300. If we're combining all three of our accounts that we copied, we're comfortably up $3,900 right now. Did anybody else out there in the Discord or in YouTube land catch any of that alpha there? Talk to me. Let's see it. Drop a W in the chat if you made it happen today. Drop a W in the chat here. Let's see. Let's do a poll, actually. Did you win this morning with rips? Yes. Yes, I sure did. Nope. I did not. All right. Let's hit that poll there. Let's see. The poll is in the YouTube chat. Go ahead and vote. And please be honest there. Let's see here. Let's see how the poll goes out here. We do have 973 of you folks in here. I do appreciate you smacking that lucky like button here. So we are auctioning comfortably below the 70s. We do have room down to 54 here. So that's what I'm going to be watching. Watching. Still very, very nice fade here. NVIDIA still off a cliff. We're back at those 555s in NVIDIA. That was definitely a big area of interest that we were watching there. So we are coming down still. Luna says they recovered their losses. Way to go there, Luna. Way to go. So watching here, if we get back above these 70s, are they going to base out the price here, or do we have more pain on the train to the downside? So watching here now at the 60s, or we have room all the way to 54. So watching if we get a little perk up here, we still have some violent selling going off here. Seeing if they're holding above these 60s. Some big liquidity coming in, very hot here at these 60s. Big, a mess of liquidity coming in here. Right at 5 minutes after the open. A lot of machines are turning on here. Let's see if they want to bring this sell side here. So watching this perk back up to the 70s. Ribs, can I ask what your preset stop loss is? I try to keep 30 ticks, but I feel it's too low. I use a 60 tick, but I move it almost immediately. 60 ticks, of course, is 15 handles. So that's what I generally run there. All right, poll's looking good here. 68% are saying that they won, and well, 69% and 31% no, they did not. Well, hopefully the folks that did not win this morning, it's just simply because you didn't put on a trade, hopefully. They're praising on Top Step. You're great. Hey, how about that? I love my Top Step family. They're awesome. All right, seeing this push back into the 70s now. We still have no position back on here. This was the trade that we took. We took this shorting from here, and then we added here, and then we came lower and peeled that off there. So very, very nice. So we perked back above the 70s there, had a nice little flush there back to the downside. Going back on this short again, I want to see this clear confidently below 54 now. So I'm going to keep my stop right at 72 and 72 and a quarter here. I want to see us actually busting down the wall here at 54. That'll give me a lot of courage to add in a second lot to this trade here. We are seeing a little bit of a bounce from Nvidia, but if we clear below this 54 level, it can get very, very drippy to the downside here. So we have our room back up through 70. If this wants to perk through 70, we will get tagged out at 72. So we're just watching this right around these 50s again. Can we break 54? We do have some bids stepping up here. Apple, a little bit of a bounce as well. Nvidia is still drooping here. Let's see if we can get meander up towards the 70s here. I want to see more sell side coming in and less bid support. Watching volume is steadily declining as well. The next news on the docket is going to be right at 10 a.m. We do have the business inventories and the NAHB housing index. So that will be interesting for the trade as well. So let's see if we can hold weak below these 70s here. Again, this is a big area, a big zone where we had a lot of bullish order flow. So we are challenging the general consensus of the market from earlier. NASDAQ is currently down 1.1% here, 1.2% almost. So this is a big, big drop here in the NAS. If we do wrestle below these 54s, this will see another leg to the downside here. I'm quite confident of that, but we do have to actually get below that level. See if we get stopped out here. Watching. Do we hold? And we got stopped out there. So a little bit of give back there. Just a little bit of give back. So we're still in the profit here, up $2,900, copied across two accounts. We had our stop a little bit tight, but we're only trading a one lot on that. We're looking for confirmation to the downside. We are coming back down here. We are kind of in this choppy zone. I do want to make sure that we can nail a trade if we get back below 54 here. So watching, they are kind of pushing back against us again. Very, very weak on these lows. Nvidia, a little slight bounce. We might just consolidate down here for a minute. So I just want to respect that, we don't get chopped out here at all. What time frame do I execute on? I'm trading off of right now in my main screen. I'm on a 5-minute chart here, on a 5-minute chart. So that's what I'm using here for executing on these trades. Right to the tick. Yeah, pretty much there. Kept the stop exactly to the tick there. But I wanted to be out on that trade if we are pushing up towards these 70s. Because again, we are watching this here on TradingView. This is a very big zone that we came back down to. And we've had some bullish orders stepping in. So I want to be respective of that zone, that if we aren't breaking that 54, we don't get that confirmation. It's still worth that risk for me to lose. What did we lose on that trade? About $200 there. So $200 or $300. So it's worth that risk for me on that type of trade. Can I have that orange and blue line for TradingView? I don't know. It's a custom indicator that I had built for me for NinjaTrader. So not so sure about if it works on TradingView. Give you the chart a little. Yeah, I could do that. Everybody asked for that one. I don't know why. That's an interesting one for me. I don't know why. People like to have that gap between the price and the bars for some reason. So we are consolidating it down here. A lot of liquidity being pulled at this area. I'm going to go ahead and have the volume profile here on my TradingView. But yeah, a lot of liquidity being swept down here. I'm going to go into the 3-minute on TradingView just to see, getting pretty granular down here. So again, point of control has moved down to around the 65 area. We do want to protect our profits. We are sitting up about $2,900 here, almost 3,000 across 3 Top Step combine accounts here. What strategy do you use, ICT or just volume based? I use an amalgamation of all sorts of different strategies here. Order flow, tape reading, smart money concepts. You can call it ICT. You can call it Wyckoff. I use all of these things in tandem with one another, and it's sort of my own style and momentum as well. I had a major glitch and it counted against me while my trade was a winner. Weird. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that there, goat. A smorgasbord, exactly. It's a whole buffet. It's a buffet of styles. That's what we have here. So we are consolidating down here. We have to see whether or not they're going buy side for this stuff. We had a very, very nice dump there off the open. Rips, I'm not yo-yoing, but I'm winning even when I lose by trading the extreme levels and no FOMO up 3,300. Give it up here for Peachy Celsius in the YouTube chat. Okay, Grateful Trader here. Wow, big message here. Let's see if we base out here. I want to get to your message here, Grateful Trader. This looks wonderful. This is kind of basing out here. We want to see this auctioning above about 85 or so to have some interesting take in this order flow. So watching right here around 16,785 if we are perking up. We are kind of stair-stepping up, but then that can mean that we have an elevator straight on down there. My 5 micro is still active, Rips. Can I get a clap too? Hey, nice work there, Pa. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
He's on fire!
Yes, indeed, he is. Give it up for Pa and Q there in the YouTube chat. So we're rejecting those high 70s, coming back down to mid 70s here. I would like to see potentially, if we are looking to the downside here, seeing that 54 level break to the downside. That would be very, very nice for our trade here because we do have room all the way down to the 20s. So a nice 30 handle trade potentially there. Richard says up 850. Thanks, Ribs. Hey, way to go. Congratulations on your trading there. See how many votes here. We got 329 votes on the poll. 68% said they won this morning. Let's go. 68% of you folks here making it happen. Love to see that. Go ahead and end the poll there. All right, watching around these 60s and 70s here, seeing how they're kind of transacting this liquidity. Would like to see us again auction back below those 54 levels. Okay, there's that 54 tag. Some liquidity showing up, but do we have weakness? Going to add into that short for the sweep below. I want to keep my stop pretty tight on this one because it will be negated rather quickly if we're wrong on this. So we could get chopped out of this one, but I'm seeing this liquidity coming in pretty hot there. Some buy side liquidity coming in just a touch. But let's see if we can stay weak below 54 here. That was the sweep I was looking for below 54, by the way. Adding a second lot into that here, looking for the sweep below 45 now. Gorgeous, gorgeous flush here to the downside. Let's see if we can take over these 40s now. Watching here for this 40 sweep. Still not a lot of buy side coming in, tagging in a third lot here for this 40 sweep to the downside. Gonna move my stop slightly up here. Oh, that's not what we want to see. We don't want to see that push back up all the way to the 50s here. See if we can cap on another lot if we're weak back below that 54 level. Watching very, very closely here. Seeing if we can get back below these 50s or if they're going to be firming up bids here. There we go. Some sell side coming in. That is what I like to see here. Watching here for this flush below the 40s now. Can we get through this player at 45? If we can, adding into that here for this flush below 45. And looking to cover at 40. Covering 2 at 40. Nice push below 40 there. Covering one more. We will leave a runner on there. Nice little momentum scalp to the downside here. Our target now is 720, but I'm going to be hard pressed if we actually hit that very quickly here. We might get a little bounce up around these 30s. So watching this very, very closely here. Remaining one lot on here, currently about $100 in the profit. We have our stop rested at 42.25 here, which I think is fair. We might up jump the boogie to about 45 there. But I want to see if we can entertain these 30s. There's that 30 pull here. Love that. Looking down here at 32 now. I'm going to protect a little bit more profit. This is so bouncy here as we're getting into this. We get a lot of folks that are covering very, very fast there. So, hey, how about that? Got a very, very nice trade on that one. That's going to put us up on the day. $4,200. Copy to cost 3 Top Step Combine accounts there. Love to see it, folks. Anybody else catch that wave there to the downside? If you did, drop a W in chat. Let's see the activity in here. Let's see if we did that. See if anybody else here. Got about 1,000 of you folks in here. If you folks caught that, drop a W in the chat there. Ash says, first 1K in my XFA. Thank you, Ribs. Hey, congratulations, everybody. We love to see it. So we were patient on that one, waiting for the consolidation to kind of work itself through here. We had the right levels. We didn't take it the high 70s. I was more adamant in taking it on that flush of the 54s. Got that confirmation, didn't get scared out, kept our stop in a very reasonable spot, and had the order flow work with us just nicely there. Beautiful downside push. But again, we want to be pacing ourselves here. This is where we do not get greedy in this market. We want to be pacing ourselves here. Still coming a lot of sell side here. The culprits in the NAS right now, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Meta all coming down here. Like I said, we do have room down to 720, but I do think that it can be a little bit dicey in these areas where you will see folks adamantly pushing the price back up here. So just be very, very careful here. Be very, very careful, especially when you're running stops. They like to sweep this liquidity, 15 handles either way, sometimes 20, 30 handles. So just be careful out there, okay? Be very, very careful. All right, we are flushing below those 30s. We're coming right down to those 20s now. I want to see if we work our way back up to around 35 and then come and dump this again. You can see what I'm talking about here. We're moving this in 10 handle increments up and down, so it's shaking a lot of people out. And the algorithms know this. Retail uses stops between 10 and 15 handles usually, unless you're irresponsible and you're moving it and you're chasing it around. But they know that retail keeps stops for those ranges, and this is why you'll see on flushes like this, bear markets are harder to play because they know that, and they know that they can shake out a lot of the tree there and gather liquidity. They're going to pop your stops and be the counterparty to that trade. If you're popping your stop and you're buying, they're going to be the ones who are selling that, and they're selling short by gathering that liquidity, taking it down lower. Braden says 3,200 today and done. Peace out, Ribs. Hey, congratulations. Give it up for Braden here in the YouTube chat. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, folks, if we do get to, what did I say? 900 likes? Is that what I said? 900 likes? We'll do one more giveaway before the stream is over. Let's see if we can get all the way up to 900 likes here. We're at 780. I believe, folks. So the advice is don't use stop loss. No. You have to pick better spots. You have to pick better entries. And if you get shaken out, you want to be pacing yourself for the next entry. That's the way that I look at it there. Let's hit 1,000. That's what I'm saying. So let's see if we can break these 20s here to the downside. And watching here, this is that level that we're watching, those 20s. It's not as firm as I thought it would be. It's actually quite weak at those 20s. They haven't really driven into it, but it's still pretty weak in my opinion. So watching here, do we pump back up at all? Can we get any kind of pump back up towards 35 or so? There's a bidder stepping in. Okay. Now they're showing themselves now. They're kind of waiting, but we do have some liquidity resting right below those 20s here. Okay, below the 20s here, I'm looking for any kind of forceful push back up. Watching here. I'm going to run a one lot here. Just a one lot. If we're weak below these 20s, I want to hold on to this. See if we get a push back up to 25 or so. And if we do, and we find some weakness, I want to add into that. So we are risking this to get down to 669 to the downside. We will have some trouble right at 700 because it is a whole number, and we do like to have people covering on whole numbers. So we have to be watching for that. Watching here on this push up towards 25. If we're weak here, I will add into this potentially. We have a little bit of a bounce from Apple so far. Our stop is right at 30 3/4. So if it does come back to 30, we will get stopped out here. Watching at 25, a little bit of speed back up towards the top side here. Watching very, very closely. Do we sweep these 25s now? Watching this order flow here. Some sellers are there, but there's some bidders that are covering. I'm seeing some folks going bid to cover here. Watching closely here, I do want to see this wrestle back below the 20s. Get some confidence back here on this trade. Right now, yeah, it's looking like it's bottoming out for the time being, so we might get stopped out here, which is fine. We don't want to move our stop. If we get stopped out, we accept the result of the trade and we move on. Watching here, sweep below 25. There's a nice sweep below 25, but bids are stacked there in front, running those 20 players. Watching here, do we sweep below that? Watching closely here. Some bidders there at 22. They're still wrestling here. You can see that there are some heavy sellers coming in, but the counterparty to that is folks that are covering. So I think that we do have room potentially down to 700 flat. I want to just time this right if we can get this snap off here. Watching closely. So we are 10 minutes out from the data. Keep that in mind. I'm wanting to see some aggressive offer side liquidity here where they're stacking the offer. Right now they're letting it kind of run back up. So just wanting to kind of pace ourselves in this one here. Watching here right around 22 once more. A second lot on because I want to see them break the 20s here. So this is a little bit more risky as we are kind of trading in this very tight consolidation area. But if we do flush below the 20s, we can snap off a lot here. So watching here right around this 25 area once more. Watching very closely here. So can we get through this bid stack right here at 25 and 22? Testing these 22 players again. Let's see if we have the mustard to push on through these players. Ninja Trader lags during high volatility. Yeah, it can happen. It could be your rhythmic connection, especially when there's a lot of orders hitting the tape like there are now. So we're still holding these 22s. Looks like they're trying to base this out here. Watching very, very closely as we're drawing down towards these 22s again. We're still holding these 25s. Are capping off these 25s. Second, third attempt here at 22. Seeing if we get this flushacito below these 20s now. There's some bidders. There we go. Very, very nice flush there. I like to see that. Right below 17, some bidders are stepping in here. I'm actually going to peel off one lot here on the bid because there are some bidders that are stepping up pretty aggressively there. Let's see if we can flush down to 700 though. I'm comfortable running one lot down to 700 here. So let's see on this final lot, can we get it all the way down to 700 and get that flush? Looking for that flush. Right now our stop is right at 23. So watching this down below the 10s, you can see there's a lot of bidders stepping up, a lot of folks going bid to cover here, preemptively going towards the 10s. You can see that, look at that, player at the 10s there, preemptively covering. Yeah, we have to go pretty heavy on the offer if we're going to contain this. And we might get stopped out on the rest. Stopped out on the rest there. So what does that put us at here? We were at 4,200. Hey, we made $4 on that trade. How about that? We managed our risk very, very well there, but $4 on that trade there. A win is a win. Angus says, beat you, I made 5. Oh, I love you folks in here. I love it. Oh, my goodness. We're having fun in here, folks. I'm having a great time with everybody in here this morning. It's nice feeling like I'm not interrupting anybody and I'm not getting a lot of folks complaining about that, to be honest with you. John says, new here, good people here. I agree. I think we have the best folks in here. I really do. Look at this. And this is why we use stops, folks. This is why we used stops here. Wow, look at this. Jay Alexander, my goodness gracious. Way to go there. Awesome open short there, Jay Alexander, here in the Discord. Give it up. Vibe says, gosh, I love you, Rivs. I love you right back. I love you right back. We're trying our darndest in here. And like I said, it's full transparency here in the channel. We're trying our darndest and we're doing the best we can with what we have. I think we did well together, all of us nailing that open flush. I really think that it was a lot of fun. I thought we had a really good time doing that. I think it was a great flush. It was a lot of fun to trade that flush. But now we have to leave our hungry eyes, right? We have to leave our hungry eyes because what our monkey brains like to do, right? They like to say, well, we got this many points of alpha off the open. We're going to get it again the next trade we take. It's not how it works. So we had a liquidity draw there up above 35. It's kind of rinsing around here, chopping everybody to bits. We do have news coming out in about 5 minutes there. Yeah, Mag 7, big roll, especially NVIDIA. NVIDIA giving up yesterday's gains. Definitely a profit-taking session on NVIDIA here. My goodness gracious. Keegan says, don't listen to complainers. Everyone that works at Top Step that I watch has been praising you, especially Dakota. I think he's got a man crush on you and your trading style. That's awesome. I love, like I said, I have not a bad word to say about anybody at Top Step. I think they're all fantastic in their own right. Everybody's got a different style and everybody is super friendly, super kind, super nice. And I think that that's what the brand should represent. I think that Top Step should be a place that you go where you hang out with your family, just kind of like how we have here in the Clubhouse. We're all family here in the Clubhouse. And that's how it should be, right? It should be like that. Curtis says, past 2 evals. Give it up for Curtis. I know how that feels. Good job there. Traded again, Sim accidentally at Ninja. Is there a way to make it recognizable? Use Chart Trader. Use Chart Trader and you have your account drop down always showing. I think there's a job at Top Step waiting for you, Rips. Definitely. I agree. I definitely agree. This is how it works. Done. You nail it. Hey, thanks, Zeus. Appreciate that. Hello, how you doing? New here, great channel. Just curious if I'm getting a delay or it's my internet. So the best thing that you can do is you go to that gear icon on YouTube and you go and watch the stream in 2x speed. And it's going to be really, really fast at first, but then it's going to catch you up as close as it can to real time. This is the real time right here. It is 9:56 and 6 seconds. That is the current market time. That's Eastern time zone. And that's how you can know how synced up you are with the stream. But just watch it at 2x and you'll get caught up as close as you can to the live here. So we are coming back down. Anybody catch that short from the 30s down to the 10s there? 35 to 10. Nice little 25 handle trade. But again, this is what I'm cautioning about here. Let's go into the book map. This is what I'm cautioning about is that, even if you're short, into this area here, you have to be watching about these bounces here. This one is almost up to 40. That's almost a 30 handle bounce. And then let's say you're long from here, you're getting a sweep back down about 25, 30 handles. So you have to be careful. This goes back into what I was saying is that they know where retail stops are. They're about 10 to 15 handles and they're just sweeping through this liquidity, gathering liquidity for their next move. So don't be the bug. Be the windshield. Somebody said that here in chat one day. It cracked me up. I like that saying a lot. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. And today I think we are the windshield and smashing those bugs. All right, we are coming lower here below these 710s. I do want to see what happens as we interact towards 700. We do have a level down there at 669. So Nvidia off a cliff, Microsoft, Meta, Google. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Everything off a cliff this morning. RIP to anybody's long-term portfolio who's trading the Mag 7 here. My goodness. That was my senior quote. Thank you for that there, CeeLo. I appreciate that. Rips, are you think the low is 550s? Well, let's go to TradingView here. We had a couple different areas of interest here. No, I don't think 550s. I think that if we want to go much lower, what is that? 460s if we get that low. But I think that we would find liquidity rested here based on the pace of the trading right now, unless we have some news coming out at 10 that's going to move the markets more to the downside here. It's going to take a lot of orders for us to sell through this stuff, right? There's going to be a lot of liquidity that's resting there at 663.5. Simply because we've had it there in the past. We had a big old mess. Like we're kind of running into the same actual area here. So there's a good chance that we will run into that there. We can, okay, inventory's coming out here in 2 minutes here, 2 minutes here. Big sellers dropping on the bid, but yeah, I mean, they're going away. They're quieting down. One thing that you can do here is go over to my Ninja chart. You can see, are we in a declining area of volume, right? Look at from up here to down here. That's a declining. That's a descending pattern in volume. So when volume's low, it's harder to trade. When volume's low, you kind of can just say, hey, I got my points for the day. Let's lock it up. Like, let's finish it. Let's just be done for the day. Up 900 copied today after fees. I'm locking it up. Good luck, everyone. Austin, I think you're on a 10-day winning streak, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct there, Austin? I think you are on a 10-day winning streak. We're in a 4-hour order block. Let's see. Go to this one here. We're talking about this guy right here, of course. Thank you, Christian. Always with the quickness on our order blocks here. Bullish order, whoops. Change this up. Bullish order block. Go back into the 15 and then get you back suited and booted over here. There we go. All right, data's coming out in 40 seconds, folks. 40 seconds. Let's see. I will hide the total P&L for the time being. NAHB Housing Market Index coming out hot here in about 20 seconds. Good luck, everybody. If you are going to trade this, good luck. Remember that 700 level is a big level of psychological resistance as well. So are they going to hide orders into this print? 5 seconds, everybody. Good luck. 5 seconds. 39 estimate on these housing. 44. Oh my goodness. Housing market index coming in at 44. That's hot. The expectation was 39. The prior read was, I believe, 37. Yeah, prior read was 37. Okay, through the 700s here. Remember, we have room down to 669. Do we want to attempt to trade on a retest of 700 here? Are they even able to auction back up to the 700? I'm going to try a short here. We are sweeping below 700. I want to see this flush below 695. That would give me the impetus to hold on to this trade here. See if we can get, yeah, there we go. Nice. And then we have some bidders stepping up there at the 90s. Very nice flush through the 90s here. Seeing if we can get this little scalp off here. Do we reject 95 here? If we do, we will sail below these 90s. So watching closely here. Just have to be careful on a big bounce on a trade like this. So watching here right at the 90s. I'm going to cover that on the bid. It's too risky. It's too risky for me to hold on to that trade here. But the good news is that'll pump us up a little bit more. We're up $4,500. Cop it across. 3 Top Step accounts this morning. If you ever want to trade on Top Step, you can just click this link right here. I mean, I'll drop it in chat. If you've never traded on Top Step before, it's the best way to trade. Very risk-free. I mean, you can get an account as low as $49. It's awesome. The accounts I trade the 150K accounts myself, and they fund you. They fund you so you don't have to put your own capital at risk, which is a beautiful thing. And look at that. We're popping right back up. We had the right idea. Look at that. It's bottom tick rips here in the building. Just kidding. So there we go. Yeah, a lot of fun here trading with you folks. I'm thinking, what else do we have on the docket here for data? I do have a one-on-one that I'm going to be starting here in 1 hour. That's when all my one-on-ones start here in the Discord. So I'm going to be doing some one-on-ones here starting at 8 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock market time. So I want to be ready for that. I'm just seeing if we have maybe one more opportunity. I'm feeling like we pretty much exhausted all of our opportunities here in the market. And wow, what a prescient move that was, covering there at those lows. How about that? Sometimes we get those lucky trades there like that. So goodness me, isn't that something? There was a message here that I wanted to read. This was the long message. Grateful Trader says, Rips, over the last month, my trading has become life-changing for me. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Means a lot there, Grateful Trader. I'm starting to generate some really good days consistently. Market Clubhouse is a one-of-a-kind place. This is in this challenging and overwhelming community of trading. If you're second guessing yourself, join this man on a daily basis. Put the time. You'll see changes in a great way, not only in trading, but in life in general. Rips is really a hidden gem that needs to become more aware out there. Hey, that's really, really kind of you to say. I really appreciate that, Grateful Trader. That's super, super nice. You didn't have to say that. That's so nice there. 100K combine up $3,000 and your XFA up $1,000. Packing up shop for the day. I have to follow my rules. I've made enough. Congratulations to you, Grateful Trader. Got to go 1K up. Thanks, Rips. Nice work there, Charlie R. Very, very nice. Which volume profile indicator do you use on TradingView? I use VRVP. It is the volume range visible profile. VRVP. Visible range volume profile. Visible range volume profile. That's what it is. Anybody have any questions here in the YouTube before I go? Did we hit 900 likes? That's the good question. If we hit 900 likes, we're going to do a giveaway. Let's see. We got to 804. So close. So close. So close out there. We almost did it, folks. But, you know, if you are enjoying the stream, I do appreciate it if you subscribe here. It's free to subscribe to YouTube, by the way. You just click that button right underneath the video. You make sure that your notifications bell is turned on. And that's the best way to be following the stream here. You can also follow me on my socials. It's at Selling Rips on Twitter, on Instagram. You can follow me there. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video here. I do really, really appreciate it. Tomorrow, we are going to give away a free Top Step Combine, at least one. We are going to be giving away a free month of Clubhouse and maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see how frisky we're feeling tomorrow. But I hope everybody out there in YouTube land will join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. I would really appreciate you folks stopping by the stream. I really do appreciate everybody in here and spending your mornings together with me. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate the community that we're fostering and building here together. It is an amazing feeling to be able to share my mornings with every single one of you out there. I truly do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you folks bright and early tomorrow here on YouTube. If you're in the Discord, don't go anywhere. We're going to do a wrap session here, but we are finishing up our day, copied across 3 accounts, up $4,500 on some really great resolution trades. Very, very nice to see the market cooperating when we're taking those trades. That's a lot of fun, folks. All right, I'll see you folks here on YouTube tomorrow. Discord members, do not go anywhere. I'll see you folks soon. Take care and good luck if you are going to continue to trade today. Trade with discipline, trade well within your plan, and don't give any of those profits back. It's not worth it. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's see if we can get some more setups tomorrow. All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow.